Hey everybody, No Guts, No Glory here. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm going to be cooking today arroz con pollo. It's my version of chicken and rice Spanish, Puerto Rican style. Everybody's version is different. Trust me, everyone's version is different, but this is the way how I do it. So what we're going to do with first is I'm going to go ahead and start the rice. Now I've got my water boiling here. I brought it to a nice roaring boil, and I've got my rice here. Now the way that the hubster and I cook, we don't measure, so I apologize, I can't tell you a cup of this, a cup of that. We always cook by sight, and that's just the way we've always done it. So this is my olla, which is in Spanish my pot that I use for my rice all the time, and I already eyeballed how much water I needed, and then I already added some salt to my water. You can do whatever you want.
Now we've showed you this before, but some of you are new, so.
Okay, so now this is my rice, and I've already washed it, so I'm going to go ahead and pour it in here. My hands are clean, guys, because I've been cutting potatoes and getting the rice washed and on and on and on.
Wiping her, oh, never mind.
Yeah, that's the special ingredient. We won't tell them about that. Okay, so I've got the rice all in here. The way that I make sure I have enough rice is my mother has always taught me to scan my rice and my water like this.
Level it out.
And level it out. And if I can see my spoon pretty good, then I know I got. Right now I think I have just a tad too much water. So I'll use my cup, take out just a little bit, and then measure it again. Now that's looking pretty good. As you can see, it's not so deep now. So now this was on a high boil, so now I go ahead and I top it back up, and I lower the heat to a very low heat, and I just let it cook, and I keep checking it. So we will be back shortly, guys, and I'll show you the rest. Hey guys, we're back. Okay, now I'm going to move you over to show you the chicken part of this recipe. This is my chicken here. My husband will show you inside the pot. The kind of chicken I used, and you use whatever kind of chicken you want, is, that's good enough, sweetie. But the kind of chicken that I used was thighs, and they are boneless and skinless. That's the kind that we used. But you can use breast, you can use them with the skin on it, with the bone in it.
Legs, sometimes we use legs, depends on what we've got more of.
But that's what we used this time, because that's what we had the most of in our freezer. So I took that out, got that boiling. After that comes to a nice boil, and the chicken's just about done. These are the things that I'm going to start adding. We like to have beans, so I'm going to go ahead and put some pinto beans in. A really large can for the two of us, but you put however many you want. And then I'm also going to put a few tablespoons of the recaito, Goya recaito. It's cilantro cooking
Hold it this way
paste.
so they can see it.
There are different versions that are not Goya brand, but you use whatever you want to use.
Any Spanish store, or sometimes even Walmart carries this.
But you can see it says for rice, for beans, for soups, chili, and stews. So there you go. So there's that.
Get the other one and bring it up.
So that's the recaito, and then this is the sofrito. Sofrito is a tomato cooking base, and it's for rice, beans, soups, chili, and stews as well. It has green peppers, onions, cilantro, garlic, and olive oil. So there's that. And then some Spanish people put tomato sauce, some don't. I'm going to put a small can of tomato sauce in there because I want it to give it just a little bit more of a thickness and more of a stew type flavor and consistency to it. Then towards the very end, after everything is pretty much, all the ingredients are in there, the chicken's just about all done, I will then add my potatoes. These are some cut up potatoes that I have just soaking in water so they won't turn that brown color. But I used like 3 to 4 small potatoes and cut them up. Now you put them in last because if you put them in first with the chicken boiling, they will turn to mush. So you put them towards the end when the chicken's just about done, and then when the potatoes are nice and soft and you can poke them with a fork, then you know that the whole meal is done.
You put the beans in with the potatoes.
So for right now, I gotta let my chicken, it's gotta boil for a little while.
Now also some people will put in sazon also.
Oh, yes, they do put in sazon, which my hubster did not get down for me. When I go to add my ingredients, I will show you the 2 packets of the sazon. So with that said, we'll be back shortly. Okay, we're back. My rice, as you can see, is just about done. I went ahead and stirred it. You can see it still needs to dry up just a little bit more, but at this point right now is where I put a little bit of oil. You can use any kind of oil you want, canola oil, vegetable oil. I just happen to have some vegetable oil. And I pour a little bit in here. It helps the rice from sticking to the bottom of the pan. So got that in there. Oh, it was probably about a tablespoon or 2 in there, and then I mix it all up.
But some people like that stickiness on the bottom.
Yeah, it's called pegao, which
yeah,
is just a Spanish name for the crusty stuff at the bottom of the rice when it starts to get a little bit burnt. Some Spanish people like that. I particularly don't.
Her mother does, but she doesn't.
So there you go. I've added the oil to that. The heat, it's still on low. It's going to continue to cook till it's fully done. Now, with the chicken is now fully cooked. So what I'm going to add to that is I'm going to add 2 packages of Sazon Goya. They have other brands that are not Goya. I was brought up on the Goya brand, so that's just what I prefer to use. Now, a lot of people don't like to use this at all because a lot of what's in it is monosodium glutamate. I know it's not good for you, but frankly, I don't care. This is what I was brought up on, and this is what I will continue to use. And this it says con culantro y achote. That's what's in there. And it gives it color, and it gives it taste. And I'm going to add 2 packages for the size pot that I'm using here. So I'm going to put those in. So there's that. And then I'm going to put in...
See how it changed it to an orangey color?
Mm-hmm. And now I'm going to put in my tomato sauce. And it is sauce, not paste. But if you have paste, is all you've got, and you want to, I guess you could. But I'm going to put in 1 can of that. Okay. I've got my very large can of pinto beans here that I'm going to also add. And that was drained, by the way. Okay, I'm going to stir that. All right, now I'm going to also add the sofrito, and it's about 2 great big tablespoons.
2 heaping, yeah.
Yeah, is what I put in for flavor and taste. So there's that. And then now for the recaito. Again, with just 2 big heaping tablespoons of that in there. All right.
And man, is this good.
Gonna stir that up.
If you haven't had it, you gotta try it.
Hubby forgot to reach down for me the adobo, so I don't know if he can reach across me and get it. You guys might be seeing something else.
I had some in there.
So I'm going to add some adobo. We use this one, as we have said before. This is the one with pepper. They have it without pepper. They have all different
With
flavors.
lemon, with just, yeah.
But we use just this all seasoning one with pepper.
And that's the red lid one.
And I'm just going to season it a little and taste as I go along.
See the red lid. That tells you it's the one with pepper.
So let me stir that up again. And now I'm just going to let that continue to cook till the chicken is fully done. It was about halfway done. And then I'm going to add the potatoes and then let the potatoes cook. So we'll be back in just a few, guys. Hey everybody, we're back. Okay, everything is all done, so I'm going to go ahead and show you the finished product. As you can see, the rice turned out right, just how I wanted. And you can see the chicken is all done. This is basically like a stew. Now, normally it does not have this much water as far as being like a stew. It's supposed to have a lot less, but the hubster likes a lot of liquid. So I make a little bit extra because that's the way he wants it. So here is the finished product all served up here. These are the potatoes all done, the beans, the rice, the chicken, and then some of the sauce, as you can see on the rice. So, this is what it is. This is arroz con pollo. So, I just wanted to say, gracias por venir a mi cocina. Thank you for coming to my kitchen. Y buen provecho. Good health to everybody. So, remember to always let go, let God. No guts, no glory. We love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.